Hello, 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 and welcome back to Age of Empires. So, I have just recently played against an extreme AI and won, and it was a lot of fun, and I'd like to try to do that again. We'll see how it goes. When I played small, extreme, and a 500 population cap, just so that I wasn't doing anything to gimp him, that he had access to the full breadth of an army he wanted to build. But at the same time, I did play Black Forest, so I could just utilize a choke point instead of having to worry about an open map. This time, I'm going to intentionally set things up for a truly epic match. So a 6-player map. Yeah, let's go try a giant map, 500. In theory, we can both boom to our heart's content and make massive freaking armies, and then have to fight each other with them. I think I will probably lose this game. But as long as I make a decent showing of it, I'll probably still post it just for fun. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's see. Khmers. I know nothing about them. Early game's always the same. We've got 1-2 rhinos in good position. We've got all of our cows together. Alright, let's get these people on food. I don't know where he is. Okay, so next will be to secure others. Well, this map is actually very straightforward. It might be a lot of space, but there's just one choke point between our two sides. Not a lot of stealable food on his side or anything. I regret making the map this big. It's a very straightforward map. It didn't need to be this size. Alright. Okay, we've got 7 on food, which is 1 too many. That's fine. Just 2 of you off wood and onto food and onto wood. With the way that my town center is positioned, it'll be a long trek to actually go on a wall. I will have to do it eventually, but not this second. Alright, let's get the next one off on his way to... Very good. Okay. So I'm actually gonna try and mess with the build a little bit here and go a little bit higher onto wood than I normally would, and see if I can't get a dock going early on. I've horribly mismanaged this early game food management wise, but if you look at the Civ stats, I'm not exactly losing either, so there's that. Yeah, I think a dock over here would make a lot of sense. Alright guys, drop off, we need some food. Thank you. How many is that on wood? 6? That's a plenty to make a surplus. So next guy, head this way. And you're gonna make a mill. Also, I apparently missed a cow. And you, the next guy, are gonna go even further. After that, I want him on berries. Where am I on houses? Out of 20? Perfect. I'm gonna set up a dock here. I don't know if a dock is technically a good move or a bad move. I haven't studied or I'm not even aware of all of the build orders that involve or don't involve docks. But it seems to me like an interesting idea because you can build more villagers while advancing. Or fishing ships that function as food villagers while advancing. Oh man, I lost track of you. You guys, just get back to work, please. Well, I got pretty badly housed, and it definitely shows. So my advance to the next stage is going to be quite slowed. Compared to his. I never walked this cow over, so that's bad. Alright, you guys get to work on the next one. Okay. Yeah, she is in no condition to go any further. She'll probably get killed if she goes too much further. Is this a good spot to wall? No, this is too defensive of a wall. I need a little more offense. Why don't you just go on to here? That's way too early to get stone. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I guess because I don't want to waste the villager, but I'm fairly confident she'll die if I walk her back. Okay, what are you doing? Foraging, that's fine. We're gonna run out of population at the rate we're going. We're gonna need more houses. Where's my forward villager? Make more houses next. Okay. I know it's too early to advance, but at this particular moment, I've got the ability to add more on food later. And I've got 8 on wood, so I'd like to focus on continuing to advance. Yeah, perfect. That's fine. And where's my bill? Yeah, I don't dare march her to the front. That's the last of what I'm going to spend wood on for this generation. If I get feudal rushed right now, there's nothing I can do about it. That's not an acceptable position, so let's go and guard the choke point with houses and palisades and such. Alrighty, you guys are done. On to the next food source. I don't want to make too many farms because it'll destroy my economy. I should have gone for the gazelles if I had been smarter. But right this second, the most important thing is going to be to get the buildings and the food and the gold I need to advance. Ah, gold! I forgot to get gold. Well, here's the thing. If I win this game, you guys know that it's possible to win from a very bad position. Like the one that I find myself in now. Honestly, even if I just make a market, I should be able to trade for what I need. I should have made the market first. No matter. We don't even know that he's doing a feudal attack. He could just be going for a castle age attack. How much are they carrying? 50? So it'll be 2 trips, and then what? Hopefully by then I'll have enough stockpiled to do something more valuable. Yeah, we're actually surviving our horrible, horrible blunder. Just a little bit. Alright. Important thing to do. Get him on the other side of the map. He's not going to be any use to me when military fighting breaks out against a much more accomplished AI. What? How do I have so many idols? Oh man, all my food sources are running out. This is not good. This is not good at all. I'll get you guys on the wood line immediately. Click up. Perfect. And another fishing line. Okay. So what's next? We do need the double bit axe just as soon as it can come. We don't actually need to do farm tech for a while. We do need to get a gold mine down. I would say the most important thing is going to be any source of food. Ironically, I don't need gold for quite a while, because if I think about it, I'm going to need 3 town centers, and that's going to be a lot of wood. And then I'm going to need every villager I can make, and that's going to be a lot of wood, so, or food. So those are actually the most important resources right now. Is there any way through this wall? Nothing obvious. Good. Now you can head back and join her on the stone mine, and you guys get to work. Oh, well that's unfortunate. With the loom, I don't know if I win that fight or lose that fight, but he doesn't seem like he's in a fighting mood. He just saw her at 1 HP and finished the job. Where's my scout, by the way? Have I even found him yet? Alright, we're just about to the castle age. He is not. Let's get our people into a reasonable position to double down on town centers. 1, 2. What else do we need? Improved wooding. You guys go fill up the abandoned one. I don't understand why I'm not being attacked. I feel like I really should have been attacked by now. It's scaring me actually that he isn't attacking, because it means he's probably building a deadly army, deadlier than I'm gonna build. I don't know, clearly I'm not very good at this game to have it all figured out yet. Alright, that one's gonna get up first, that one's gonna get up second. Then we're gonna be starving for food more than wood actually, so let's start the mass farm build. Alrighty. So now comes the boom phase. My favorite part of the game. So we have a decent income, enough to maintain pretty steady production, but we have no gold practically coming in, and we actually have no stone coming in, so that's important. And these guys are going to start being a wood depletion any second now. I think the fishing made a big difference, to be honest. Alright, so just threw down a whole bunch more extra villagers. I think that should be good. And we're gonna go and send out a new frontline builder to here. Throw down a barracks. We need to find more villagers to make houses and more to make stone. You guys go here to the stone mine. And you are going to start making houses. Now, we don't have a good place to make all these houses yet. I don't really want to clog the front line with a bunch of broken houses just yet, but I don't want this to be open territory. I'm thinking of putting a castle in this area maybe, so it's defensible. So let's put houses in a way that will stifle battering ram approach to my castle. This wall I'm not going to defend with a castle particularly, they can get in if they want to. Okay. My wood miners are beginning to outstrip my food harvesters, so let's get more of them. Check for idle, the fishing boats are still alive, doing their thing. Alrighty, never mind. You do that and then head here. finally. Oh, never mind. It was a short-lived attack. Oh, there it is. There are archers coming. Let's see if I can force him to pull all the way back into his base with those archers. Wherever his base might be. I don't actually know. I don't think those houses are going to come up fast enough, so I'll make some more. Oh, we found his base. Excellent. Staying ahead on everything. Where are we on stone? We're not even close to castle level stones. We're going to need way more stone. You guys address that problem. My wood is clearly outstripping everything else, so I need a lot more farms than I have going. 1, 2, 3. I lost track of them. You just make one here. Make one here. It's actually not worth taking that blacksmith upgrade just yet because I don't intend to fight him for quite a while. I intend to just get by on the strength of my walls. This phase is all about the boom, and I can definitely afford to invest more in my economy first. Slow the castle, but I'm going to destroy some of these houses when the time comes to attack, so that's fine that I'm building too many. Yeah, take the infantry upgrade, that's fine. Just because it's one of those pain-in-the-neck upgrades that I tend to forget otherwise for a long time. Alright, how are the fishing boats? They're not idle, but they're about to be. So let's start making fish traps. These are effectively farms for fishing boats. Oh, it's automatic. Perfect. And gillnets, so that goes faster. You guys still doing nothing, so here, camp this mine. And start adding to my barracks total. I intend to go barracks. Everything thus far showed that he's shown me to suggest that he's doing some archers, so it's not a bad plan. Okay, where are we at? Still too much wood, not enough food. We now have enough stone for a castle, so let's get one put up for tech purposes and eventually defensive purposes. That's as good a position as any. Continuing to max or mass out of many places. Okay, why is this building not going up? Did I send anyone? I did. Good. Let's get that wheelbarrow upgrade. My villagers are way too slow. And now that we have a spearman, we'll just kind of get him to this direction. Okay, finally out of food. Go to the market. Sell a gross amount of my wood supply. Buy some food. I once told a friend that if you are using your market, it means that you've been balancing your economy poorly. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. And again, that's an oversimplification, but in a situation like this, it does hold. I clearly haven't been doing as good a job splitting my workers up between every activity. When that castle goes up, I'll get 20 more supply. But I keep getting housed. Okay, we now have a 100 villager economy. That is enough to start thinking about advancing, teching, and eventually blowing up my army, Goth style. When this castle goes up, we will research anarchy and go from there. I have almost 1,000 worth of food teed up in bonus villagers that don't need to be. There we go. Tech to the next age initiated. Okay, the first wave of archers has hit. We're gonna need all the food, money, and gold and everything we can get. We're gonna throw up a second castle so that we can truly defend this position. Get anarchy so that these can start cranking out meaningful troops. Start getting smithy upgrades, because now that I'm no longer building a villager per 4 villagers per second, I can actually afford to build some other stuff. I do still want more villagers. Remember, this is an expanded economy game, expanded civilization population cap game. I don't know why I keep misclicking this. When you get it right, it feels so good. Okay, still making villas, why not? And houses. Well, I'm never gonna have enough houses. You know what? This guy is gonna spend the rest of his days making houses. You're my Amish now. Okay, you got the upgrades. Smithy upgrades are coming in nicely. Idle villagers, I think a third castle might be one too many, but I'm gonna look like a real idiot if I have one too few. We'll upgrade my castles with range. More villagers. All those villagers are just going to wood, right? So let's check my wood lines. They look okay. You guys can go on gold. And you can build me a monastery right on top of a relic somewhere. That's good. Okay. The next thing we're really going to need is the Elite Huskarl and Perfusion, which is going to cost a bunch of gold, because I don't want to wait for him to start attacking me to do these upgrades. I'm going to just jump on them now. So, Perfusion, and we need food. We'll have food in a second. My god, still no food? Okay, there we go. So all these upgrades are going to come in by the by. And technically I should have spread them between castles, but it's not actually super relevant just yet. What is that? Arbalests. Oh, baby, you shouldn't have. Let's make my first wave of Huskarls. And let us also double down on my production. Somehow, I never seem to have enough resources. That's a good thing. It means that I'm aggressively gathering, or aggressively spending what I get. There's nothing quite like dying with a bunch of money. It means that you were not actually turning your money into meaningful value. Okay, where are we at? Arbalesters. He's really not showing me much in terms of military, which means he either has a much bigger military behind this that I just can't see right now, or it means that he doesn't have a bigger military and he has an even bigger economy, because somehow he is outdoing me. Find another mine to take, guys. Oh wait, there's already a mine there. Here, take that. Well, it's an awkward position, but we'll keep you on the front where I want you. Okay. Could also be that he's built an army, whereas I need to build one yet, but as the Goths, I will be able to do that in record time. My food is, again, much lower than my gold or my wood, so let's fix that. And continue to spec into food.
Ja, Buvere.
Heiße, dass ich soll, ja,
Hmm.
dass ich soll. Du wäre.
Do we have another relic to capture? Please keep capturing relics. Okay, I'm getting nervous that I'm not attacked again. I'm used to him attacking more than this. Maybe he's massing some kind of mangonel siege-based army that's going to be enough to do me in. Certainly, considering my unit comp is 2 units, that's very possible.
Hey, ja, bereite, ja. Hey, ja, wäre. Heiße, das wäre.
Bereite, Buvere.
I mean, he's really struggling with those palisade walls, so he's either definitely hiding strength, or he doesn't have much to go behind that. Again, I don't know what chimeras are good at, so maybe... I don't know. Clearly I don't know how to play.
Ja, dass ich soll.
Pound that fucker.
Holzer.
Thank you.
Ja,
Heiße, dass ich soll. Du wäre.
Rule of thumb when I'm manually... Oh, whoa, there it is. He's got pikemen, and tons of them. Just a swarm of pikemen. Or not pikemen, sorry, scouts. Which don't do well against pikemen, so it may be time to unleash the Goths. I see elephants, which also do poorly against... So he's got a heavy cavalry focus. I'm gonna go all out with halberders. And we promptly smash into our unit cap. This is awful. I need more surface area to fight this better. Because as it is, those scorpions are getting way more value than they should in this tiny choke point. He is fighting underneath one castle, which is not good for him. Give me more ways to get in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Turn the tide, baby! Cloud through. I don't know why I hear monks don't stop, but I'm assuming he's microing his monks somehow, constantly picking targets. But according to the Civ stats, we just turned the corner and we're ahead now. And we're in his base. We're in his base, not the other way around. Are these Huskarls? Huskarls will target the castle. The rest of you wander freely. Why do I send Huskarls to the castle? Well, they have significant arrow resistance, so they can ignore a lot of the damage. They have the bonus versus buildings that all my Goth units are getting. As you can see, they took down that castle no problem. What else? So what have we learned here? We've learned that by holding the line and making sure that you have the right counter units, in this case halberders to deal with his cavalry army, you can cause real havoc. But that an army marches on its stomach, and none of this would be possible without the economy to back it up. Now, the really hard part is going to be making sure he doesn't recover from this, because he's the hardest AI, and he has an immense recovery potential. You'll see he's already building hand cannoners, which are a good counter unit to this strategy. I'm going to send random pikemen raiding parties all over the place. Also, let's pull my idle villagers to the front. And get them building more stuff. Empty my coffers. Next wave, enter. We do not want to give him a chance to recover or get off of the back foot. He has a nice core of arbalesters there, which, if properly used, could stop me. You guys defend the trebs immediately. Alright, we're gonna pull back. Not all the way, just partially consolidate our power. Guys, go like that. And we're gonna charge these hand cannoneers head front. We're a little low on food, so let's mass sell and buy. Just convert some wood to food, basically. In my best to rebalance thus far, but I can never go 100%. Charge the town center, get more guys in here. By the way, I have a bunch that are idly kind of hanging out, so we're just gonna make sure we reassign them to military duty and charge the front with everything we've got. Non-stop flow. Now, you might ask why he doesn't tech into mangonels or anything like that. The answer is, he tried. He had scorpions, and he was trying the right counter units. If I let him take the pressure off, if I take the pressure off and let him, he will tech into these things. Which is exactly why I can't do that. Oh, we have a whole bunch of idle villagers. Show me. You guys just got assigned to house building duty. What else we got? You guys, same. I'm gonna use knights to chase down villagers. It's not my main unit, and they're not upgraded or anything, but it's fine. I need to keep total war on all fronts. You guys, man. Monk, please go and settle that back into your piggy bank. You can stop stoning to do that. And more houses. Okay, back to the war front. I'm out of food again. These traps are doing fine. I don't need to reassign them. Oh, and the game ended. Well, that was very one-sided. They didn't actually get a pushback on me once I decided to go all out. And you can see just how much of their map was eroded. The villager lines that they had back here in the distance weren't secure. My troops kept rolling out to even deal with those. But up close here, I was steadily making inroads into their base on all sides. Yeah. I'd have to guess that the tipping point was the number of villagers he was losing. Probably he couldn't sustain those losses and continue fighting. Yeah, that was it. That was the game. The triple castles were unnecessary. In fact, even one castle wasn't really necessary for winning the fight. The thing that really won the fight was the wall. He could have tried to get through it with siege rams, and then the castles would have been important to slow him down a little. But ultimately, I saw him attack with archers, so I built huskarls. I saw him attack with elephants and with hussars, so I countered with pikemen. And my composition, I mean, think about it. Hussars do not do terribly well against huskarls. They're cost efficient, but not unit efficient. Archers do terrible against huskarls, so the huskarls solid in that composition. And the halberders, obviously, they die to elephants, but the halberders also cost efficiently will trade. And as the Goths, you will never outproduce me. I mean, I'm producing from 11 barracks at double and a half speed between conscription and perfusion. And even before I flattened his town, he was not on that many production facilities, so I was able to just blanketly outmass him and win. This was the extreme AI, and that did not feel like an extreme game. I think I'm going to either need to learn to graduate past Black Forest to make it a real fight again, or just start to really just sit back on my laurels and enjoy what it feels like to be able to beat these guys. Technically speaking, we were playing a high pop cap game. This was, and you could argue this is to my advantage as the Goths, definitely, because, you know, I'm able to actually build that many units. But I think when we move to the Civ stats, you'll see that according to the timeline, at the time of our first major battle, the total world population was 400, and by the time of our second major battle, it was 530. That is to say, it wasn't like I had hundreds and hundreds more troops than he did or something. We both had underneath 200 population size. If anything, his 200 villager economy should really have given him the edge out over me. But my villagers were a little bit better split, I guess. No, that's not true. I don't know how he managed to outspend me and outlist me. I guess he's spending on units that I was building counters to, so I didn't need to spend as much. Also, there's the barracks bonus. Goths spend 30% less for units that come out of their barracks, so I definitely had a good discount. But yeah, my army only mushroom clouded his in the end game, where it stopped mattering when I just kept building troops and he kept losing everything. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.